इन द रिसेंट टाइम्स बहुत सारे लोगों को अबंडेंस में हेयर फॉल दिखाई देता है या हेयर लॉस दिखाई देता है.
सो साइंटिफिकली अप टू 100 हेयर फॉलिंग पर डे इज कंसिडर्ड नॉर्मल. तो जो हमारा डेली का हेयर फॉल है उतने ही बाल उग भी रहे हैं. तो हेयर ऑयलिंग आई वुड से इज समथिंग विच विल नॉट हेल्प द हेयर लॉस एट ऑल. जब हेयर लॉस होता है तो डर के मारे ढंग से शैम्पू नहीं करते, ऊपर से हल्के हाथ से करते हैं. उससे क्या है कि जो ऑयल एंडोजेनस बना था बॉडी में वो वहीं पे रह जाता है एंड दैट गिव्स राइज टू द फंगल ग्रोथ एंड दैट रिजल्ट्स इन फ्लेकिंग, डैंड्रफ, इचीनेस एंड दैट कैन कॉज हेयर फॉल.
There is a lot said about sulfate-free shampoo. Is it really such a big villain or is it just a marketing gimmick?
So it has a very less role to play when it comes to choosing a good shampoo or a bad shampoo.
Is there any juice you can drink that will
Mm-hmm.
ensure that you get everything that you need for good hair health?
Amla, as you know, has a lot of detoxifying properties. They try to have few nuts, 6 to 7 almonds, 1 walnut. So you should have few seeds like pumpkin seeds, chia seeds you can add to your diet, and that those will take care of the micronutrients. But macronutrient will come with the protein supplementation.
I'm vegetarian, तो मेरा सारा life is about कि protein कहाँ से मिले.
You can replace rice with quinoa or oats. You can have oat chilla, moong dal chilla instead of roti. Curd is also very important, and hung curd is also a very good source of protein for vegetarians. And try to add paneer in 2 to 3 meals every day.
Time has passed. लोगों का बहुत सारा hesitation होता है transplant की वजह से. You've worked with Bonnie Kapoor. How is it that you went about their procedures?
Seeing his transformation was also very encouraging to people. And many people above the age of 50, 60 who had made peace with their condition and lost all hope, they also came forward because he's 69. At 69 he's getting such successful results. We have been putting out their experience soon after the surgery, not fearing कि अगर उनके results नहीं आए तो कैसा होगा.
Correct.
Because we are pretty confident of our results.
Welcome to Humans of Bombay, Dr. Arika.
Yeah, thank you Karishma for calling me and I'm honored to be here.
तो I'll start with a fundamental question जो सबको चाहिए हेयर में. वॉल्यूम चाहिए, डेंसिटी चाहिए, अच्छी क्वालिटी, सॉफ्ट चाहिए. वो ऐसे क्या रीज़न है जो इन द रीसेंट टाइम्स बहुत सारे लोगों को अबंडेंस में हेयर फॉल दिखाई देता है या हेयर लॉस दिखाई देता है?
If you ask me, there's a absolutely different set of problems that women face and men face. तो men में जो होता है that is male pattern baldness, and more than 80% of men get affected by it by the age of 70, 80 I would say. But more than 50% of men are usually affected by the age of 50. It's so common. So you can't call it a disease specific thing. It is, I would say, a variation towards the sensitivity to androgens due to which they develop the baldness. उनको गंजापन होता है. तो गंजापन 3 जगह पे होता है, फ्रंट, मिड एंड क्राउन. सपोज किसी के सिर्फ क्राउन के चले गए, दे बिकम कॉन्शियस कि पीछे से खाली दिख रहा है. एंड मोर इम्पॉर्टेंटली अगर फ्रंट के चले जाएं, दे लूज द फ्रंटल फ्रेमिंग ऑफ फेस ड्यू टू विच देर इज अ लैक ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस व्हेन दे इंटरेक्ट सोशली or professionally also if they have to address a big group of people. So this is the problem in men. Now let's talk about women. In women, the most common cause is hormonal imbalance, thyroid deficiency or excess of thyroid medications per se. Hormonal imbalance where there is polycystic ovarian disease, polycystic ovarian syndrome, there is overproduction of male hormone due to some other disorders, and then comes the role of deficiencies which is very high in women, which includes protein deficiency, iron deficiency, other micronutrient deficiency. Then let's talk about stress. Stress is both common in men and women. So if you ask me, young adults, young boys, teenagers getting hair loss, and girls and women getting hair loss, stress also plays a very important role.
Is that the reason why कि 50s और 70s और 80s तो छोड़िए 20s और 30s में भी काफ़ी सारी बॉल्डनेस या हेयर इश्यूज क्रॉप अप होते हैं?
Absolutely. These days, stress is, I would say, everyone is facing stress. Nobody is immune from it. So stress plus lack of sleep. Lack of sleep can be due to excessive, what do you call, Instagram addiction or phone addiction, watching the reels and all. The attention deficit has increased a lot. People are not able to focus well on one particular task and do it nicely. And they are looking for that dopamine surge and scrolling the Instagram reels even till late night, due to which the quality of sleep is less, and of course the sleep duration also becomes less. That also adds on to the stress. The third thing is having food from like junk food, not having adequate amount of
Nutrition.
protein and nutrition, due to which even young generation is facing diffuse hair fall. So those are the reasons.
तो जब हम प्रोटीन के बारे में बात करते हैं, अगेन अ वेरी जहाँ पे बहुत सारी चर्चा होती है, लाइक आई एम वेजिटेरियन, तो मेरा सारा लाइफ इज अबाउट कि प्रोटीन कहाँ से मिले, राइट? हाउ डू आई इंक्लूड प्रोटीन इन एवरी मील?
Exactly.
सो हाउ मच प्रोटीन डज अ वुमन और अ मैन टिपिकली नीड ताकि वो सफिशिएंट हो?
So if you have a sedentary lifestyle, if you're not exercising, then you need 1 to 1.2 grams per kg body weight. So if somebody is weighing, let us suppose 60 kgs, they would need 60 grams of protein every day. And like you, I'm also vegetarian, and it is really very difficult
yeah.
to meet those requirements, because as soon as you take protein, you end up taking a lot of calories also.
Correct.
Because all the vegetarian sources have a lot of carbohydrates. So that's why I agree that it is challenging but not impossible. So you can replace rice, few hacks I would say. You can replace rice with quinoa or oats. You can have oat chilla, moong dal chilla instead of roti. Curd is also very important, and hung curd is also a very good source of protein for vegetarians. So in hung curd you can put some blueberries or any other berry so that it gets sweetened up. Then you can have paneer or tofu in any form, and try to add paneer in 2 to 3 meals every day. That way you will be able to match your protein requirement on a everyday basis.
Correct. Even if you take the right amount of protein, you take care of your hair largely. जो hair fall होती है, like we also there is a common belief कि 100 strands of hair is very normal to lose in a day. Is it possible to regain that hair, especially as you grow older?
So scientifically, up to 100 hair falling per day is considered normal as per our medical science. Why? Because you must understand all the hair that we see on our scalp, they are in the anagen phase, यानी growing phase. इसके अलावा और 20 to 30% हेयर हैं, हमारी हेयर रूट्स हैं स्कैल्प पे, जहाँ आपको हेयर नहीं दिख रहा है. Because 70 to 80% hair are in the anagen phase or growing phase, which are visible. 20 to 30% hair are in the resting phase. So when a hair grows long and the anagen phase ends, which may take 2 to 3 years, then it falls off. तो फिर नया बाल आता है उसी रूट से. तो जो हमारा डेली का हेयर फॉल है, वो आपके उतने ही बाल उग भी रहे हैं. कौन से सिचुएशन में आपको एक्शन लेना है? एक्शन नंबर 1 इज व्हेन यू स्टार्ट सीइंग स्किन and in between the hair. That is number 1 actionable point. Second would be when, if you are able to count your 24-hour hair loss and it is more than 100, then also it's one of the action points. Third is if you have a lot of scalp itching, redness, flaking, oozing, आपकी scalp skin अगर बीमार है तो उस वजह से भी hair fall होगा. Then you have to meet your dermatologist and address that issue.
Right. आपने कहा कि it requires action. So अगर आप you can see the patches or you feel कि 100 hair से ज़्यादा excess गिर रहे हैं, ये typically action होनी क्या चाहिए? Like immediately go to see a dermat, और जैसे कहते हैं ना कि मम्मी दादी के नुस्खे जो सबसे important और सबसे बड़ा है hair oil, oiling करो और life के सारे solution उसी में है. तो what is the action?
तो hair oiling, I would say, is something which will not help the hair loss at all. It is just for the feel good factor. और अगर आपके बाल लेंथ से रूखे हो रहे हैं, फ्रीजी हो रहे हैं, तो उसमें आप हेयर ऑयल के कुछ बूंदें फॉर द हेयर लेंथ पे लगा सकते हैं फॉर कंडीशनिंग पर्पस. बट हेयर ऑयल नीड्स टू बी स्टॉप्ड if you want to stop your hair loss. That is number 1 myth. Yeah, that hair oil will never stop and will never cure the hair loss. That is one. The second thing would be that if you have developed proper coin like patches, तो वो एक proper condition होती है जिसको बोलते हैं alopecia areata. There is no home hack for it. Just go and see the doctor ASAP. Third would be that if you have redness, flaking, etc., you should stop using the hair oil and start shampooing the hair properly, so that the oil which is being produced normally gets cleansed properly from the scalp skin. लोग क्या है, जब हेयर लॉस होता है तो डर के मारे ढंग से शैम्पू नहीं करते, ऊपर ऊपर से हल्के हाथ से करते हैं. उससे क्या है कि जो ऑयल एंडोजेनस बना था बॉडी में वो वहीं पे रह जाता है, and that gives rise to the fungal growth, and that results in flaking, dandruff, itchiness, and that can cause hair fall. Then these are the few external things. One more thing which I left is the hot water exposure and hot air exposure to our hair. So people these days expose their hair for styling purpose, for ironing. They use a hot iron or a hot hair dryer for styling. This has to be stopped. Once in a blue moon it's fine, but it should be stopped on a regular basis. When we do a head wash in winters, we should use lukewarm or cold water. Don't use a hot water, steaming hot water. That can really damage your hair if you do it persistently. तो ये हो गई हमारी एक्सटर्नल चीज़ें. अब आ जाते हैं हमारी डाइट, जो कि विच इज़ वेरी इजी टू फिक्स. सिंपल मैथ्स इज़ रिक्वायर्ड. यू हैव टू प्लान योर डे, स्पेशली इफ यू आर वेजिटेरियन, so that you take adequate amount of protein. Third would be your sleep. So if you take all the three things, you have fixed everything what you can do from your side. Now in addition, if you have a family history of baldness and you can see patches still coming up, then you have to meet your dermatologist to take medicines so that you don't become bald. In fact, you can transplant, you can postpone the need of transplant by 5 years, 10 years if you consult your doctor at the right time.
Okay. बट से दैट दैट टाइम हैज़ पास. लोगों का बहुत सारा हेजिटेशन होता है ट्रांसप्लांट की वजह से, बिकॉज इट्स लाइक अ प्रोसीजर, राइट, सो टू स्पीक. तो टॉक टू मी अबाउट यूजेनिक्स एंड जो हेयर ट्रांसप्लांट आप करते हो, व्हाट इज़ टिपिकली द प्रोसेस?
तो पहले बात तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी मस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दैट ऑल्दो इट्स अ प्रोसीजर, बट इट्स अ वेरी सुपरफिशियल प्रोसीजर, minimally invasive procedure, extremely safe, with very fast healing. डाउन टाइम है बट डाउन टाइम बहुत ज़्यादा नहीं है. तो इसमें पहले तो आपको समझना होगा कि वेदर यू आर द राइट कैंडिडेट फॉर ट्रांसप्लांट और नॉट. फॉर दैट यू शुड हैव अ एरिया ऑफ स्कैल्प, जो आपने बोला ना कि अब टाइम बहुत बीत चुका है. वन पर्टिकुलर सर्कमस्क्राइब्ड एरिया ऑफ स्कैल्प शुड बी 80 to 100% empty, whether it is the front or the mid or the crown, or all the three areas taken together. Then you are a candidate. You classify for the first criteria for hair transplant. Second would be your donor quality. The hair quality at the back should be good. The hair should be thick in caliber, density should be good. If these two criteria are okay, then yes, the third would be your fitness levels. Your blood sugar, blood pressure should be within normal limits. You should have not very severe heart issue which is compromising your cardiac output, because paying attention to your general health and cardiac health is more important than going for a hair transplant. So if these three criteria are satisfied, then comes the next story, which is meeting your doctor and finalizing the plan. तो बहुत सारे पेशेंट्स आते हैं, आप अपने हिसाब से कर दो जो आपको ठीक लग रहा है. तो that is not the right way. We have to talk to ourselves that what exactly is bothering us, why do we need to do a transplant. Once we are clear on that aspect, then we can go ahead.
तो अगर एक कैंडिडेट पास हो गया कि ही इज़ गुड फॉर अ हेयर ट्रांसप्लांट एंड हम प्रोसीड कर सकते हैं, देन व्हाट आर द स्टेप्स? क्योंकि लोगों को ऑफन लगता है कि ट्रांसप्लांट फाइनल स्टेप है, लेकिन प्री प्लानिंग होती है, फिर एक्चुअल प्रोसेस होता है, फिर पोस्ट प्लानिंग होती है. तो अगर आप बता सकते हो लीनियर तरीके से कि क्या प्रोसेस होता है.
तो फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, जब ऑल ब्लड टेस्ट आर नॉर्मल एंड वी हैव फाइनलाइज द प्लान, द पेशेंट कम्स ऑन द डे ऑफ प्रोसीजर. सर्जरी से 2-3 दिन पहले हम उनको बोलते हैं कि अवॉइड्स अल्कोहल एंड स्मोकिंग, प्रेफरेबली फॉर 1 week. एंड 1 night बिफोर द प्रोसीजर दे शुड हैव स्लेप्ट वेल. हम कोई ऐसी दवाई नहीं देते उनको कि उनको ट्रांसप्लांट से पहले कुछ खानी पड़ेगी, वैसा कुछ नहीं होता. ऑन द डे ऑफ प्रोसीजर व्हेन दे कम इन द मॉर्निंग, they have to take good heavy full breakfast, unlike other surgeries where you have to go empty stomach. तो वैसा नहीं रहता है. Once they have arrived in the clinic, we first take all the pictures without any marking, and then we have a proper fresh discussion, because transplant में क्या होता है, लोगों के ideas change होते रहते हैं. So what the ideas they are having on the day of morning might have changed from the day of consultation, so we have to do a fresh review and then draw a proper hairline after doing all the adequate measurements of the steps. तो जब हमने वो एरियाज मार्क कर दिए, वी शो देम द मार्क पिक्चर्स फ्रॉम ऑल द एंगल्स एंड गिव देम स्पेसिफिक टाइम, एटलीस्ट हाफ एन आवर और 1 hour, कि आप ये पहले देख लो, डिस्कस कर लो. If we have to do some editing in the markings, we do that also. And then once everything is good to go, we shave off the donor area जहाँ से हमको बाल निकालने हैं. We do a head wash and then patient goes inside the OT. Once the patient has entered, the first step is giving the local anesthesia, where we will make the area numb. And then we start making the recipient sites where the hair will be implanted. And the next step is extracting and implanting simultaneously, where we extract good quality, cherry pick the thick hair and put it on the recipient area so that they grow well.
Okay.
And this goes on for the whole day.
How long does the procedure take?
So usually we start at 9 o'clock in the morning, we go on till 6 p.m. or 7 p.m.
One procedure?
Yes,
Oh
yes.
my God.
And if the procedure is requiring 2 areas like front and mid, it might require 2 days. And if the area is requiring front, mid and crown, then 3 consecutive days.
And what is post-care like?
Post-care is that you have to avoid trauma and dust exposure to the recipient area. जहाँ पे हमने बाल लगाए हैं वहाँ पे किसी भी तरीके की चोट नहीं लगनी चाहिए. So if you have small children or pets who can fiddle with this area, you have to remain away from them. While entering into the car, while getting out of the car, you have to make sure that you don't hit
your
and
head.
traumatize this area. Second is avoidance of dust exposure. This is very simple. Patient has to remain indoors preferably, and if they are going out, we give them a loose cap to wear. Other than this, there are few medicines which are taken, just antibiotic, painkiller and a probiotic that we give, and antibiotic cream for the backside and a spray for the front. On the 7th or the 8th day, we do the first head wash, which we preferably do at our clinic. But if patient is coming from abroad like US or Australia, then they can do at their home also, because they prefer to go back after 2 to 3 days of the procedure.
And after the procedure, there is no marks or anything?
That is the good part, yeah. There are no marks or very big scars as such.
Okay. और टिपिकली यूजेनिक्स में आपके पेशेंट्स मेल रहे हैं या फीमेल? बिकॉज प्रिडोमिनेंटली जब हम एड्स भी देखते हैं हेयर ट्रांसप्लांट के, इट्स मेनली मेल, बट डू यू थिंक दैट दैट्स शिफ्टिंग इवन विथ वुमेन?
95% मेल्स रहते हैं.
अच्छा.
Okay, because women luckily they don't need transplant, they don't end up becoming fully bald like men, because मैंने आपको initially बताया था जो androgenetic gene होता है that is specific for men, that is not there in women, but they can have hair loss because of those hormonal issues which I mentioned. तो फीमेल्स में हम 2 सिनेरियोज में ट्रांसप्लांट करते हैं. एक तो किसी का नेचुरल फोरहेड हाई है, दे डोंट हैव बॉल्डनेस बट दे हैव अ हाई नेचुरल फोरहेड, सो लोअरिंग द फोरहेड टू गिव देम अ better framing of the face. That is one scenario in women. The second is parting area का जो width है बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गया है. So there also we can do a successful hair transplant. The number of grafts or the hair that we end up putting in women hair transplant is much lesser than men. The second is the requirement is usually solved. उनके women में क्या requirement रहती है कि उनको diffuse hair loss हो रहा है या parting area में density कम हो रही है, complete baldness नहीं होती, तो मेडिकेशन से ट्रीट हो जाता है.
राइट. ओके. आपके कई सारे क्लाइंट्स भी रहे हैं हु आर वेरी फेमस. यू वर्क विद बॉनी कपूर, ही इज़ ऑन योर वेबसाइट, मोहम्मद शमी. तो हाउ इज़ इट दैट यू वेंट अबाउट देयर प्रोसीजर्स? वाज इट सिंपल, वाज इट कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, कैसे रहा?
So some of the celebrities, they were very comfortable in sharing their names and their consent, and also gracious enough to allow us to use their experience on our website. But yes, that has given a huge boost to people, because आप वैसे जनरल किसी को प्री पोस्ट देखते हो तो you won't know, but Mr. Boni Kapoor, everyone knows about him, and everyone is seeing him for last 30-40 years. So that's why seeing his transformation was also very encouraging to people. And many people above the age of 50-60 who had made peace with their condition and lost all hope, they also came forward, because he's 69. At 69 he's getting such successful results. With celebrities, I won't say the procedure is more difficult. The procedure's difficulty level is the same, but yeah, we have been putting out their experience soon after the surgery, not fearing कि अगर उनके results नहीं आए तो कैसा होगा.
Correct.
Because we are pretty confident of our results.
Yeah.
We don't take up patients जिनके results आएंगे ही नहीं. I can't name the name of some celebrities, but they have approached us and we did not find them to be good candidates based upon our criteria. So if we cannot give someone a satisfactory improvement and not match their expectations, we won't even take them for the procedure.
Right. Okay. Also, is it true that the hair for transplant can also come for men from chest hair or beard hair? Is it true? Is it possible to do?
Yes, of course. Body hair transplant is very common at our clinic in eugenics. But the drawback is the body hair doesn't look very, very aesthetic and natural. It doesn't merge with the scalp hair, or what do you call, blend with the scalp hair very well. क्योंकि उनका टेक्सचर अलग रहता है. तो चेस्ट हेयर का जो है सक्सेस रेट थोड़ा कम है बिकॉज इट ग्रोज वेरी वेरी स्लो. तो जब आपके कुछ बाल बहुत स्लो ग्रो कर रहे होंगे एंड स्कैल्प के हेयर तेजी से ग्रो कर रहे होंगे, इट डजंट गिव अ वेरी गुड एस्थेटिक मैच. फॉर बियर्ड दे ग्रो इन अ थिक वायरी फैशन. दे लुक ब्रशी. अगर हमने बहुत सारे बियर्ड एक साथ लगा दिए तो इट कैन गिव अ वेरी ब्रशी लुक.
इट लुक लाइक अ बियर्ड.
हाँ, सो इट डजंट लुक एस्थेटिकली नाइस. फॉर पीपल हु हैव प्री एग्जिस्टिंग कर्ली हेयर उनमें ब्लेंडिंग अच्छी हो जाती है, बट पीपल हु हैव फाइन स्ट्रेट हेयर उनमें उतनी अच्छी ब्लेंडिंग नहीं होती है. बट दे कैन यूज सम हेयर जेल और अ हेयर वैक्स टू स्टाइल दोज beard hair well, and that they have been doing. So Mr. Anup Jalota's case is typically falling into that zone because unke case mein we have done lot of beard hair. In fact, it is purely beard, mid scalp se leke crown tak. But he has been maintaining it well, and those hair have given him a full coverage because it was impossible to provide him a good coverage, full coverage without using body hair.
Right. And once you do a hair transplant, is it lifelong, or does it last for a certain amount of time and then you have to redo it or something?
Yes,
like that?
This is a very common myth that people think transplanted hair are permanent. They are not permanent. They are also prone to thinning, and especially if you have done it in your 20s. So there are medications which we advise to our patients so that they can enjoy those hair for a very long period of time. However, if you're doing at an age beyond 45 or 50, then you can expect those hair to be permanent sort of. But with younger age, when you're in 20s and 30s, some amount of donor miniaturization will set in into the transplanted hair also, and you might experience some thinning in those hair. So to prevent, first the step would be prevention of that thinning, which is through medications. And still, if they find that thinning, they can come again to add density in those areas.
Okay. So now we have a section, it's called myth or medicine. Okay. These are like common things that people believe.
Yes.
So you can correct them. Finasteride causes impotence.
It's a myth.
It's a myth, okay. Minoxidil leads to worse shedding.
Initially, yes, it causes shedding. When you start using minoxidil in the initial 1 to 2 weeks, it does cause some shedding.
But then you get the hair back.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Once you stop minoxidil, your hair goes back to what it was.
Yes, so these medicines are to be taken for permanent basis, the finasteride and minoxidil.
Stem cell therapy is the future.
Yes, hopefully.
Okay. Biotin is a must-have.
It is one of the vitamins required for the hair growth, but not the only one.
Okay. Onion juice and home remedies help?
Not much.
Okay. क्या जिम सप्लीमेंट्स या प्रोटीन पाउडर से हेयर लॉस ट्रिगर होता है?
नहीं.
ओके. हेयर जेल्स या स्टाइलिंग प्रोडक्ट्स रोज यूज करने से हेयर थिन हो जाते हैं?
हेयर जेल, हेयर वैक्स यूज करने से नहीं होते, बट स्टाइलिंग के लिए अगर आप हीट रोज लगाएंगे तो उससे बाल थिन हो जाएंगे.
ओके. डज डैंड्रफ और ड्राई स्कैल्प लीड टू परमानेंट हेयर लॉस इफ नॉट ट्रीटेड प्रॉपर्ली?
नो, इट कॉजेज टेम्पररी हेयर लॉस.
Okay. Why does hair suddenly start thinning after pregnancy?
Because in pregnancy, there is a lot of stress on a woman's metabolism. Due to that, they have a lot of postpartum hair loss, which is also called telogen effluvium.
And how long does this condition last?
So this can develop after 2 to 3 months of pregnancy and can last for 6 months or 3 months, depending upon how soon they address it.
Okay. PCOS related hair loss क्या रिवर्स हो सकता है या उसके लिए लाइफ लॉन्ग अटेंशन चाहिए?
अर्ली स्टेजेस में वो फुल्ली रिवर्सिबल है.
ओके. हाउ कैन यू डिफरेंशिएट बिटवीन रेगुलर शेडिंग एंड फीमेल पैटर्न हेयर लॉस?
Very good question. So for female pattern hair loss, we'll have to take pictures of the scalp, and if the parting width is like more than 1 centimeter visible, then you have an advanced grade or a moderate grade of female pattern hair loss. If skin is visible too much, that also is a sign of advanced grade of female pattern hair loss. The other thing is counting the hair from, let us suppose, today 9 a.m. till the next day 9 a.m. over 24 hours. If that is more than 100, then also it's a pathological hair loss.
Okay. Do tight buns, ponytails, or hair extensions damage your roots?
Yes, because they end up pulling your hair roots. That is called traction alopecia. So people, like I've seen few air hostesses tying their hair too tightly, so their hairline started shifting
Receding,
up.
yeah.
Yes, that is because of the constant pull. Similarly, women who are wearing hair extensions which are too heavy and constantly pulling their hair,
yeah,
they can cause hair loss.
Okay. आयरन डिफिशिएंसी या लो B12 से क्या हेयर वॉल्यूम अफेक्ट होता है?
हाँ, विमेन में अगर एक्सेसिव ब्लीडिंग की वजह से या किसी भी कारण की वजह से बहुत माल न्यूट्रिशन है, आयरन डेफिशिएंसी बहुत ज़्यादा है, तो हेयर लॉस बहुत ज़्यादा होगा.
ओके, तो हाउ कैन वुमेन करेक्ट दिस आयरन डिफिशिएंसी? क्योंकि आयरन डिफिशिएंसी काफ़ी कॉमन है काफ़ी सारे वुमेन में, तो हाउ कैन यू ट्रीट दैट? सप्लीमेंट्स कैन दे डू द ट्रिक?
सप्लीमेंट्स कैन डू द ट्रिक, बट सप्लीमेंट्स में ना थोड़ा ट्रिकी रहता है बिकॉज दे कैन कॉज लॉट ऑफ गट इश्यूज ऑल्सो. सो इफ यू कैन try to take iron from your natural dietary sources like apple, pomegranate or jaggery and cook food in iron cookware, then also you can address, because natural source से जो iron है ना उसका absorption better होता है as compared to supplements. So you have to try and test it what suits you. I have seen lot of women developing lot of gastric side effects due to iron supplements. So it's always we have to try it. So measure the iron levels कि वो कितने low हैं. If it is very very severe deficiency, you have to correct the diet and supplementation both, and to recheck those levels again.
And what are some supplements that women can take to correct iron deficiency?
हम एक मल्टीविटामिन का एक किट देते हैं पेशेंट को, जो कि रोज़ एक डिफरेंट विटामिन लेना होता है थ्रू आउट द वीक. That is one thing. Other than that, there are a lot of iron syrups and capsules which they can try.
Okay. Any other deficiencies that women should look out for?
Other than this, vitamin D is very vital. Vitamin
and that I
D,
think everybody is D3 deficient in India. So how do you correct that?
So again, measuring is the key. We have to check that whether we have a insufficient vitamin D3 or it is very low. There are categories to the deficiency. Or even if you are on the lower part of the normal range, it's better to take vitamin D supplementation and then measure it after 2 to 3 months.
Right.
The supplementation can be done on a daily basis or a weekly basis.
Also, there is a lot said about sulfate-free shampoo. Is it really such a big villain, or is it just a marketing gimmick?
Sulfate, sodium lauryl sulfate was one chemical which was linked to cancers. So that is how the sulfate-free shampoos became so famous. But I would say it has a very less role to play when it comes to choosing a good shampoo or a bad shampoo. But yes, it is a villain, but not so big.
Okay. So how does one go about choosing the right shampoo, the right conditioner? Because it's so important to maintain hair health.
Correct. So a good shampoo is something which is approved for daily use. And a shampoo should make a lather, but not too much of lather. And once you shampoo, you should feel your hair are soft and not too frizzy and rough, and they don't get entangled too much. So there's not one particular brand. There are multiple brands, and not every mild shampoo suits everyone. Some people, they develop too much of frizziness due to one particular mild shampoo, so-called mild shampoo. So that is why they can try. A lot of good brands available, have available shampoos approved for daily use, non-medicated, not the ones which can control hair fall. So if a shampoo is claiming that they can control or reverse the hair fall, then that's not true.
Okay. So what should people avoid while buying a shampoo? Like, agar ye hai to don't buy it, because even say scent in shampoo is a very big deal, right? If people say that you should use a scent free or minimal scent shampoo because it's bad for your hair.
No, it's not bad for hair, but a scented shampoo will have fragrance mix. Fragrance
mix
is it's a chemical, and it is a known allergen, skin allergen. So that is why people opt for natural things. people opt for the shampoo which has less and less of chemicals.
Okay, so read the label, read the
Exactly,
ingredient.
exactly.
Okay. Now, there are so many hair plant clinics also in India, abroad. What sets eugenics apart?
We have paid a lot of attention to the accuracy of the procedure. So my goal is that every patient who comes to eugenics should get what they have been promised in terms of the area that we will be covering, in terms of the look that they should be expecting, and in terms of the healing and the recovery process. So with that goal in mind, our SOPs within the operation theatre, outside the operation theatre, are very well defined, and we make sure that we stick to the process. The process is repetitive, labor intensive, not too much of creativity comes in when we are actually implementing the process. So that is a day in and day out task to make sure that the people adhere to the process. There's a lot of creativity also over there, because every human being is different. Their skin texture, the skin thickness, hair caliber varies from person to person. But yeah, creativity comes a lot into play when we are designing the hairline, when we are looking at their expectations. So creativity comes over there. But when it comes to process, there is no negotiation. Like it's no error is allowed over there.
Right.
So everyone who is coming is getting consistent results, I would say.
Is that why you have so many patients from abroad who come into eugenics for their hair transplant?
Yes, so there was one portal which mentioned that eugenics is like Toyota. You can trust. You can trust. If you're going, you'll get the results. Maybe that's why we are getting so much of patients from abroad. Yeah.
We'll now talk a little bit about AI and technology and the use of AI in things like hair transplant. Like using things like Face App or certain techniques, you can actually see what you look like with a full head of hair. Is that technology advancing? Is it accurate? Is it inaccurate? How do you see it?
Yes, some companies have come up with that app, okay. But the problem is they might not give a very realistic picture. So more realistic way that I adopt is that I can draw the hairline and do some shading. That can give them a better idea that how their final look might look like.
Correct.
And even better is to show them pictures of patients with similar kind of hair, similar baldness grade, who have done the procedure with us. That gives them a better picture what exactly to expect.
Correct.
There is a AI tool that we are going to use to determine the graft requirement very soon, and those are the things where AI can play a very active role.
Okay. How often have you seen ki people need a corrective hair transplant?
Yes, we get a lot of patients who have done the transplant from some other clinic. They have achieved some results also. The hair are growing, but everyone can tell that those are transplanted hair.
So it looks
It
fake.
doesn't look natural. So either the hair have been planted in rows, there are doubles and triples having a stuck on appearance, वो अजीब सा दिख रहा है, गैप्स बहुत ज़्यादा हैं. तो इन केसेस में हमको उस ट्रांसप्लांट को अंडू करना पड़ता है. Either the angulation is not good, or they have doubles or triples in the hairline, or it is too sparse. So we have to extract those doubles and triples from the hairline and put new thin hair singles to recreate a new hairline. Some people, they make a feminine hairline. So let us suppose a male is doing a transplant. The doctor designs it like this, like a female. So then they end up in a situation that they are doing razor every day, उसको छुपाने के लिए, और रेजर के बाद भी वो ब्लैक डॉट्स दिख रहे होते हैं. सो इट बिकम्स वेरी लाइक डिफिकल्ट सिचुएशन फॉर देम. तो हमारे लिए वो उनको एक्सट्रैक्ट करना इज ऑल्सो वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू गेट रिड ऑफ दोज ग्राफ्ट्स, बट देन वी गेट लॉट ऑफ करेक्शन केसेस ऑल्सो.
Amazing. I'm going to ask a last question to you, which is not to do with hair transplant, but hair in general. Is there any, they say concoction या ऐसे जो juice you can drink that will ensure that you get everything that you need for a good hair health?
ऐसा एक concoction तो I won't say, but yes, amla, as you know, has a lot of detoxifying properties, and lot of try to eat lot of green colored vegetables, raw or maybe less cooked, and then try to have few nuts, 6 to 7 almonds, 1 walnut. So you should have few seeds like pumpkin seeds, chia seeds you can add to your diet, and that those will take care of the micronutrients, but macronutrient will come with the protein supplementation. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. It's been so lovely. And yeah, I learned a lot. And
Oh,
hopefully
really?
people
Thank you.
have less of a taboo for hair transplant and good set of hair.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We hope this episode added value to your lives. Join the Realign movement. Like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And we'll see you in the next one.